The world's richest people aren't just using AI, they're training it, feeding it data, and quietly turning it into machines that make them richer every single day. This isn't just about making money with artificial intelligence. It's about building loops that never stop producing profit. And here's the scary part. The more AI learns, the richer the rich get, and the harder it becomes for anyone else to catch up. This is the story of the AI wealth loop, the invisible system that's reshaping money, power, and the future of who gets to win. We're living in an era where wealth isn't just earned, it's automated, where machines can trade stocks, write code, generate art, and even run entire businesses with almost no human input. The richest individuals in the world have discovered something extraordinary. AI doesn't just replace workers, it replaces time. Instead of working harder, they're creating feedback systems, loops that generate money continuously with AI doing the heavy lifting. They invest in AI generates more data, the data improves the AI, and the improved AI makes them even more money. That's the loop, a self-sustaining wealth engine where human effort is replaced by machine intelligence. And the most powerful people on Earth are building it right now. 1. The birth of the AI wealth loop. It all started when a few companies realized that artificial intelligence wasn't just a technology, it was leverage. Google, Amazon, and Microsoft weren't building AI to make life easier for people. They were building it to own the infrastructure of intelligence itself. Every search, every purchase, every piece of online behavior became a data point, fuel for machine learning systems that could predict what people would buy, what they'd watch, and even how they'd think. The more users interacted, the smarter the AI became. The smarter it became, the more profit it generated. That profit was then used to build even better AI. And just like that, the first AI wealth loop was born. The public unknowingly provided the raw material and data, while the corporations harvested it and converted it into wealth. The users trained the machine made the company smarter, and the company made the money. 2. The power of infrastructure. If you want to control the AI economy, you have to control the foundation it runs on: chips, servers, and cloud systems. That's where companies like NVIDIA come in. Their GPUs power almost every major AI model in existence. From ChatGPT to autonomous driving systems, NVIDIA is the engine of artificial intelligence. But here's the twist. The same billionaires who invest in AI startups are also investors in the chip manufacturers, the cloud services, and the data centers those startups rely on. Money moves in a perfect circle. Invest in the startup. Startup buys chips. Chip company's stock rises. Investor profits. Profits fund more AI startups. That's not innovation, that's a loop. And every time it spins, it concentrates more power and wealth into the hands of the same few players. Even if a small company builds the next breakthrough AI, it still needs the servers, chips, and infrastructure owned by the same tech giants it's trying to compete with. That means the rich don't just win because of what they create, they win because everyone else has to pay them to play. 3. Data, the ultimate currency. The most valuable resource of the 21st century isn't oil, gold, or even money. It's data. And guess who controls the largest data pipelines in the world? Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Meta. The same companies sitting on top of the AI boom. Every time an AI model is trained, it needs oceans of data. And those oceans are owned by the richest corporations on Earth. This gives them an unbeatable advantage. Smaller players can't train models at the same scale because they simply don't have access to the same amount of information. So even when new competitors emerge, they're forced to build their products using the cloud platforms and data ecosystems controlled by these giants, which means the profits, once again, circle back to the top. It's a system designed so that every technological advancement feeds the same financial machine. The AI learns from us, but it works for them. 4. The rise of AI investment machines. Now imagine applying AI not just to business, but directly to money itself. That's exactly what's happening in the world of finance. AI-powered hedge funds can now analyze billions of market variables in real time, spotting opportunities long before any human could. They don't sleep. They don't get emotional. They don't guess. These AIs continuously learn from the markets, evolving every millisecond. When they make money, that profit gets reinvested into better data and faster algorithms, creating a compounding loop of intelligence and profit. And who owns these funds? The ultra-wealthy. They have access to data sets and computational resources no average investor could dream of. The AIs are fed insider-level information, market signals, and private data sets that give them a near-perfect understanding of global economics. In simple terms, they're playing a different game entirely. While the rest of the world invests based on trends or news, AI-driven funds are operating on predictive certainty. Money is literally creating more money without human hands ever touching it. 5. The monopoly of intelligence. Traditional monopolies were built on products. Ford had cars, Coca-Cola had drinks. But AI monopolies, they're built on intelligence itself. These companies don't just sell products. They control the algorithms that decide what people see, what they buy, and even how they think. Every digital interaction, from the videos that go viral to the ads you see at one, is chosen by AI systems owned by the same billionaires. And those AIs are designed with one goal in mind: maximize engagement and revenue. They don't care about fairness, opportunity, or equality. They care about data flow and profit generation. Over time, these algorithms begin to favor their creators, directing attention, users, and money in ways that continuously reinforce the same power structures. It's not a conspiracy, it's just how the code is written. The result is a new kind of digital feudalism, where control isn't held through land or armies, but through algorithms that quietly dictate the flow of wealth and information. 6. The illusion of AI empowerment. Here's the cruel irony. AI appears to empower everyone: freelancers, small businesses, creators, and entrepreneurs. But behind the curtain, it's still enriching the top. When a freelancer uses ChatGPT, Midjourney, or any other AI tool, they're feeding data back into a system owned by someone else. Every prompt, every output, every improvement, all of it becomes part of a larger database that strengthens the core AI model, which in turn increases the company's value. The user gets a bit of productivity. The corporation gets the entire economy of intelligence. That's why the wealth gap is growing at a speed we've never seen before. AI isn't just automating work, it's automating advantage. It's creating a world where the rich don't just own the factories or the products, they own the algorithms that determine how wealth itself is distributed. And for everyone else, the harder they try to use AI to catch up, the more data they give to the systems that keep them behind. 7. The next stage: owning the AIs themselves. The next frontier of wealth isn't going to be owning companies. It'll be owning autonomous AIs. Imagine fleets of AI agents running businesses, generating content, managing investments, or automating e-commerce, all working 24/7, owned by a single person. That's where we're heading. The wealthy will own AI assets that continuously produce income. These AIs won't just perform tasks, they'll learn, adapt, and optimize to grow their owner's wealth automatically. In a sense, the rich will have armies of digital workers, machines that never rest, never complain, and never stop learning. And for everyone else, the only way to access this power will be to rent it, to pay fees, subscriptions, and commissions that feed the same loop of profit. That's the AI wealth loop in its final form, a self-perpetuating cycle where intelligence itself becomes the most valuable property on Earth. The AI wealth loop is more than just a financial strategy. It's a glimpse into the future of capitalism. It's a system where wealth feeds intelligence and intelligence feeds wealth, where data becomes currency and access to that data determines who wins and who loses. The billionaires of tomorrow won't be the ones who work the hardest. They'll be the ones who own the loops. But that doesn't mean the rest of us are doomed. Because while the rich are building massive AI systems, individuals still have something they don't: agility. You can learn faster, adapt quicker, and use AI creatively before it becomes completely locked behind corporate walls. If you understand how these loops work, you can start building smaller ones for yourself. Systems that generate passive income, automate tasks, and create value without constant effort. Because in this new age, knowledge isn't just power, it's leverage. And those who understand AI not just as a tool, but as an economy, will be the ones who thrive. The AI wealth loop isn't slowing down. But with the right mindset, you can stop being the fuel that powers it and start becoming part of the engine yourself.